Hello students, today I am going to discuss about the first topic of fifth module, that is registers and register transfers. Okay. In last module we have seen flip-flop. We all know what is flip-flop. Flip-flop is used to store one bit information. This register contains a number of flip-flops. So registers are used to store n bit information. Okay. Register consists of a group of flip-flops with a common clock input. So the registers are used to store n bit information and shift binary data. And counters are another simple sequential circuit. It is constructed from two or more flip-flops which can change the states in prescribed sequence when input pulse are received. Okay. Now we'll see the types of register. There are four basic types of register: serial in, serial out, that is called SISO; serial in, parallel out, SIPO; parallel in, serial out, PISO; parallel in, parallel out, PIPO. We'll see one by one. This is the circuit for 4-bit serial in, parallel out shift register. Okay, so you can see here it's 4-bit register. So 4-bit means 4 flip-flops will be there. Each flip-flop is used to store 1 bit information. So all together it stores 4-bit data. Okay, first flip-flop, second, third, fourth. To the first flip-flop we will send the serial data. Okay. Then the output will be transferred to the second one to the third one to the fourth one. Normally this happens. This is 4-bit serial in, parallel out. So we are sending the serial data, but we are getting the parallel outputs. Okay. So simultaneously we are getting QA, output of first flip-flop, output of second flip-flop, third flip-flop, fourth flip-flop. Okay. Then we'll see about clock and clear. Clear input is connected with all the flip-flops. So if you want to reset all the flip-flop, or if you want to reset the register, we can enable it. Then clock is also connected. Here it is positive clock. So the flip-flop will work at the rising edge of each clock pulse. Then we'll see how the data is moving in a shift register. You can see, so to the first flip-flop we are sending the input data. Okay, so that will be passed to QA. This we can consider as QA, this QB, QC, QD. Then QA to QB at the second cycle, QB to QC at the third cycle, QC to QD at the fourth cycle. So this is how the shifting is happening here. Data input is 1. So at the first rising edge QA became 1. At the second rising edge QB became 1. Third rising QC. Fourth rising edge QD became 1. Then serial in, serial out. You can see serially we are sending input and receiving the output serially. Serial in, serial out. Clock is common. Clear input also we can give. Parallel in, serial out. Parallelly we are sending input to all the flip-flops and receiving single output, that is called serial output. So parallel input, serial output. 4 inputs we are giving parallelly but receiving only one output. Then last one, parallel input, also parallel output. So parallelly we are giving input to all the flip-flops. Also we are getting parallel outputs from all the flip-flops. Then register and register transfers. Okay, so for that we have taken 4-bit D flip-flops registers with data, load, clear and clock inputs. So this is 4-bit register. 4 flip-flops are connected, 4 D flip-flops are connected. D flip-flop input is D, output is Q. And here we have clear input, load and clock input. This is gated clock. So clock is connected through a gate, so it is called gated clock. Okay, so to the gate, AND gate is taken. To the AND gate there are 2 inputs, one is load, another one is clock. So clock will be sending from clock source and another one is load. So whenever we want to operate the register, we should apply 1, otherwise 0. Okay, so if the clear input is activated, then all the flip-flop outputs will become 0. So initially we'll assume all the flip-flop outputs are 0. So Q3 0, Q2 is 0, Q1 is 0, Q0 is also 0. Initially all the outputs are 0. Okay, then when we give 1 to load, this clock will be activated. So clock, you can see bubble is connected, so this is negative clock. So all the flip-flops will work at the falling edge of each clock pulse. So when load is 1, clock will be connected with each flip-flop. So the input data which is applied to D inputs, the input data which is applied to D inputs of each flip-flop will be transferred or loaded into the flip-flop. Okay, here you can see 1 1 0 1 is applied to all the D of each flip-flops. Okay, 1 1 0 1. Output also you can see 1 1 0 1. So each output we will get at the falling edge of each clock pulse, because this is negative clock pulse. This is using gated clock. Next one is clock enable. So instead of using gate, because if you use gate, then delay problem will be arised. So instead of going with the gated clock, we can move with clock enable. Okay, so load is one input, clock is another input is clear n. So if you want to clear everything, you will apply clear n. Clock will be applied to the flip-flops when the load is 1. So if you want to operate the flip-flops or register, then you can apply 1 to the load. Then data whatever you are applying to D inputs will be transferred to the flip-flops. So the same thing you will get as the output of a register. 1 1 0 1 is the input, 1 1 0 1 is the output. So these each one we will get at the falling edge of clock pulse. This is the simple. It's a symbol of 4-bit register using bus notation. See, this is called bus notation, means there are 4 flip-flops. This is register notation, 4 flip-flops, 4-bit. Okay, so D0, D1, D2, D3 are the inputs. Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 are the outputs of that particular register. Now data transfer between register. See, there are 3 registers, register A, register B and register Q. Register A is containing 2 flip-flops, A1 and A2. Register B is containing B1, B2, Q is containing Q1 and Q2. You can see the positive enable is connected with A1, A2 and negative enable is connected with B1 and B2. So whenever enable is 1, then register A data will be activated through this tri-state bus, and this output will be transferred to register Q. Whenever enable is 0, then register B will be activated, so the output of B will be transferred to register Q. Okay. Then data transfer using a tri-state bus. Tri-state bus is connected here. So we'll see this is bus. This side we have 4 registers, this side we have 2 registers. So we'll see how the data from these 4 registers is going to transfer to these registers. Okay, there are A, B, C, D, each one is 8-bit register. Okay, to select this we have decoder purpose. We know this is used to select any one of the output using the select line. We have E and F. So whenever this is 0 and 0, A will be selected, 0 1 means B will be selected, 1 0 means C will be selected, 1 1 means D will be selected. So that particular register value will be transferred to either G and H. So how to decide which one will be to which we will be sending we will be transferring the data. If load G is activated, then G will receive the data. If load H is activated, then H will receive the data. Okay, so this is how any one of the register data can be transferred to any one of these 2 registers. Okay, so for that we are using decoder and load